So in this tutorial, what we're going to go through is how do we actually create a drawing in Onshape. First of all, what we need is we need the part that we want to create the drawing of, and this is right in front of us. So down the bottom of our screen, what we have is we have a plus symbol. So it says insert new element. If we left click on that, what we have is we have a number of different options here, and in that what we're going to do is we're now going to create a drawing. So I'm going to left click on that, and in that what I want to do is there are existing drawings. Okay, if we look at this on it, we don't really want those. I want to go for a custom drawing, okay, a custom template. And I'm going to go for borders, do not include, and I'm going to say title box, okay, or title block, do not include. Okay, so it's just going to be a plain blank sheet. First angle is perfect, millimeters, okay, make sure we click on our millimeters here, okay, and we're going to press OK. So that should be generating there now as we speak, and what I have is a lovely blank page in front of me. What pops up is select part or assembly. So I'm just going to left click on this, and when I left click on this, I have the outline of my elevation. So to simply drop that where I want, just put it in, we'll say this area of the page, top of the page, left click. When we left click and we come straight down, we should be able to generate a view of my plan. So I'm just going to left click again, and that's those two views generated. So we can draw any other view. So how do we draw our end view? So simply left click on our elevation and drag to the right, and we have that generated. Okay, I now want to create an isometric. As it stands, I have an orthographic, I have an elevation, plan, and end view. So very simply, I want to generate a new view. So again, click on my elevation, and I'm simply just going to go put an angle here. Okay, and that will give me that view. If I go down here, what view will that give me? That's quite a nice view. So I'm going to select that. We have 4 different types of views. If you go down from the 4 different corners at 45 degrees, they're all your different angles. Okay, and that is probably not the best. I think that's the best one there. So I'm just going to left click on that, okay, and that's my view. Okay, so I'm just going to press escape now, and I'm going to return back to my normal scroller, and I'd like to move that, let's say there. So take a bit of time now to adjust your location of your drawings. You want a bit of space between them because they will be dimensioned, and you will need some space. Don't have them too close. So that's quite good. So before I start, I'm just going to give this a very basic outline. Okay, if we look along the top, we have got a number of different options. We have dimension, which is one we're going to be using quite a lot in a minute. We have note, which is also here to maybe pop in a bit of a note saying plan, elevation, end view, and we have a line here. So I'm just going to go with a line, and I'm just going to go with a bit of a border around my page. Okay, nice and simple. Just try and gauge the best distance out from the edge of the page as best you can. Okay, just try and make sure that that is lining up at this point. Bring it down as best you can. Lovely, left click, and then we should be directly above that one. Okay, so that's that done. How do I get rid of that? Press escape on the top left. So we're going to put a note in here, press note, and we're just going to put one up on top there like that. Alright, so I'm just going to write, this is my phone stand keyring, so capital F. I'm just going to move this out. Just press correct for now. Okay, and I'm just going to press escape to get out of that. So obviously I need to drag that a little bit longer. Okay, so that's that there. I need to put in phone stand keyring, so I'm just going to double left click on that again, okay, to finish that off. So phone stand keyring. Okay, that's that. So if you highlight that, you should be able to get your font. Press down here, and I always like Times New Roman, so I'm just going to go with if we have it. No, we don't. So that's okay. So let's just simply go pick any. You can pick any font yourself, really, whatever you see is I think is nice. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm now going to press OK, and that is that. A bit of a border underneath it, or even just underline it would be quite nice. So we'll just underline that and maybe some italics. Maybe not. Okay, so that's perfect there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to put a note underneath this saying my elevation, capital E. Okay, press correct. You still have a note on the end of it. Okay, so you can just go down here again and left click, plan, press correct, and then up to here we have our end view. You can go end view or you can go end elevation, and then press escape. So now just to position those, okay, make sure that's in the middle. Can we get it lined up as best we can with that one? Yeah, and roughly in the middle there. Okay, so we're nearly finished now. What we're going to do is we're going to put another note down the bottom of this, and we're just going to say isometric view. Okay, and press correct. Okay, press escape just to get it away from my scroller. So we're going to add in a few dimensions. There's quite a lot happening here, okay, in my elevation, so I'm going to try and take as many dimensions off that as I can using the plan view. Okay, so very simple. I am now just going to go to dimension, which is here, left click. So I'm going to zoom in, and we're just going to go from this line, or even point if you want, line to line. Okay, and I'm just going to left click here, and once I left click on that, okay, that should be okay, my view put in. Now what it's simply going to do is I'm now going to left click here, and I'm going to left click on the bottom of this line, and that should give me okay my distance here. Okay, like that. Alright. Next thing now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to zoom out, and I'm now going to look okay at my end view, and I can put in a height okay dimension here. So I'm just going to left click, and take it out to the side here. Alright. Okay, so that's my view there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to put in the distance from here to here, simply 15. Distance from here to here, okay, which that's not 9, it should be from that edge back into dimension again. So I just hit escape there to get out of that, and then come back in again. So we have 10 here, I have those lining up nicely, with that 15 in the middle. We have 75 in our plan, we have the width of it, which is 5. We'll now maybe look at the location of this hole. So from here up to the top, what is that? That's 15. Okay, then the distance from here to here, okay, is then a distance of 5. So we have the height down, we have the width in, and let's go for maybe the distance of the hole. So just click on the edge of the circle, okay, and then bring an arrow down this way. Now, what I don't like here, okay, is I don't like the way all the measurements are crossing over one another. So what I am going to do here is I'm just going to try and maybe fix this a bit better. So I press escape. What you should be able to do is you should be able to move those. So that 15, we'll put that in the middle. That looks quite nice. Take that up to the top. That looks a bit better there. And our 3 then there is on its own, okay, and that looks a bit clearer for me to see. Okay, so just to see, are we missing any of the measurements? Just press F on your keypad there, okay, just to fit the whole thing in. I just pressed it there 2 seconds ago. Elevation, plan, in view, isometric view. We have our border, we have our heading. Anything else that I'm missing? Yeah, we'll look at maybe the fillets here, okay, just these edges. So if I go into my dimension, and the outside circle, I'm going to zoom in and left click and just bring that down. That's lovely. Okay, we have a radius there, okay, of 5. So that seems to be everything. Okay, what we could do here is we could go the distance from here to here. Okay, you could find out it very simply by adding 15 and 10, which is 25, and subtracting it, okay, from our 75. But look to add a few more dimensions in our plan. Why not? One here, one here, okay. And I'm going to show you now what we're going to do here. So that's 50, just left click. So I'm now going to press escape, okay. I'm not in dimension mode anymore, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to just move, okay, these. So your dimensions should always be in ascending order, okay, and they always should be in the middle. Okay, always try and have them the same distance apart. For example, this line and this line should be the same distance apart. Okay, there, now like that. Okay, so they're all in the middle, and yeah, we have our 50, we have our 75, we have our 5. On top, we have all our dimensions that we need, and that is my tutorial for now. Okay. So I hope you've learned a lot, okay, on this. There's a lot more that we can do. We can add color, okay, and so on. But that's the main basic learning principles, okay, from today's tutorial, is creating a drawing, dimensioning it, putting in your notes, okay, and just understanding, okay, the whole concept in itself. Thank you.